What's going on, guys, and welcome to a solo Rust episode. I know, not multiplayer, people aren't here. You know, I had some open time this morning, and I thought I would hop onto the server that I regularly play on and start building up. So, I'm actually just going to craft a building plan right now. I have found myself a nice little spot. There's a rad town right here. There's a giant open bridge right here. So, if you actually get an advantageous position on top of this rock, most of the time you'll be able to snipe and or shoot at anybody coming over this bridge. So I really do like this spot. It's right next to the main road. Tons of people. I actually just see that naked right there. We'll check on him in a minute. But I thought I'd show some building, maybe a few little cheeky Radtown runs in the process as well, because there is a Radtown there, and I do want to get some more blueprints. I still have blueprints from the last playthrough. We really didn't research too much, but I do have the shotgun still. And I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit more about either why I really like Rust right now and why I don't really like Rust right now. And I thought I would just talk about that while I built a base, because I thought it would be kind of fun and entertaining. So we need a foundation here. That's going to be a permanent foundation. This will stay. This foundation will stay here forever. I actually forgot that I need a hammer. Where is that? In here. There we go. Let's see. How am I going to do this bad boy? Is that enough to get me on top of the rock? I just need to get on top of that rock just so I can actually build up. Let's go around. No? No. Let's try something else. Let's try the U-shaped staircase. That one's probably a lot better for getting on top of this rock. Oh, okay. And then you can jump up from there. Okay, so it's a little wonky, but I mean, the wonkier, the safer it is. That's kind of the way I look at it. So what we're going to be doing is building up here, and it's just turning nighttime, which kind of sucks for recording, but I'll crank the gamma for you guys. I don't know how long nighttime's actually going to last. We're going to try and get as many foundations up here as we humanly can. So that one's really buggy and glitchy and floating, kind of, sort of, not really. That one's not going to fit. Doesn't really need to be a specific shape. Actually, 2x2 is not bad at all, because we can the way I'm building this house is actually going to be a lot safer than most houses. We do need that hammer. We're probably going to need to actually get some more wood as well. Let me turn off chat just so it doesn't cover up half the screen. So recently I actually bought a new screen. It's 1440p, 144 hertz. It has G-Sync, which I can enable, but I'm not going to when I'm recording, because it causes like some weird screen tearing kind of stuff. You won't actually be able to see this new quality in the recording. It might look better because it's actually downscaling from 1440p to 1080p. I don't know, you guys can tell me otherwise, but most of the time it's pretty much looks the same, because YouTube likes to not make anything look nicer. Regardless of what you have, it just always looks that kind of very pixelated, scaly 1080p with 8-bit rate. It never really looks too amazing. So this is our base going. We're already out of wood because I'm playing on a vanilla server, which makes it so it's just so hard to gather a large amount of wood in a short period of time. So we're actually going to have to hit some trees together. I need to find an animal. Honestly, I could even log out up here and be perfectly safe as long as I broke those stairs and I put a tool cabinet. So what we're going to work on now is actually just getting a tool cabinet up here, which is just going to probably be like a few trees. It's 1,000 wood for a tool cabinet. I hopped up here and I went there and I hopped in here. So I think the doorway position would be best right there. Problem is, I don't have code locks yet, because Slick actually had the blueprints for the code locks, so we need to get Slick back on the server to go ahead and put some code locks down for us. I don't like how this floor looks. For some reason, I've never been able to rotate floors ever since the new updates. Did I hear someone walking outside? Hello? I have no means of defending myself right now, so even if I died, I probably wouldn't be able to find my way back here. So I gotta be pretty damn careful. I'm gonna leave the staircase up for now. We'll probably just poke down this tree. I have another hatchet after this one's done. And we're gonna find an animal real quick. We're gonna get a sleeping bag, and then we're gonna do a few Radtown runs, because we'll just run in naked and we'll just look for blueprints. And if we can run away from the rad town before we die, our dead body will still be there. We'll respawn here, and then we'll be able to go back to our dead body and grab anything special that we received. The recent patch actually added these things. Punji 6, pretty much you see them in H1Z1. I don't know how much damage they do, but I do not feel like stepping on them for alpha testing purposes because ouchies, I guess. But I wonder if this is going to be a very good... I mean, like, just since that long bridge is there, nobody's really going to be attacking from this side because they're going to have to swim across and they're going to get really cold, damp, wet, and start dying slowly. So I think it's a pretty damn advantageous position. Let's see, what can we make? I should make a wooden spear, to be honest, so we can kill an animal faster. I'll just kill it with my hatchet, though. We don't have enough cloth for a bow yet. We should probably just make the bow right away and not make the sleeping bag right away. We probably need to kill, like, one deer, maybe catch a deer off guard and hit it in the head with a hatchet or something. That's our mission. I thought I would record a solo episode or two, mainly because a lot of people in the comments and a lot of people on Twitter were saying, like, hey, bro, I kind of missed when you did your solo Rust series back in the day, and I thought I would just go ahead and squeeze in a couple solo episodes here and there, like kind of the preparation videos, because a lot of people also say, like, how did you get to that base? Like, I didn't see you build that base. What happened while you were doing it? I mean, I tend to cut most of this stuff out, believe it or not, even though it looks like even though I don't edit, per se, like I don't add in music, I don't do jump cuts very often or anything like that. There is a lot of preparation that go into survival game videos because I have to do a ton of gathering, I have to do a ton of surviving, because if I'm recording for an hour and then I die and I lose everything, it kind of becomes a useless video. Unless I have a base to go back to. So that's why I usually do something called just video prep, where I hop into a server, I build up, I get decent gear, and then I run out and just get action. But some of you guys... Oh no, please don't. Hello? Friendly. I don't have anything. Okay, that's cool.
I'm gonna eat you up.
You guys think you're funny, or like, okay, have a little bit of wood, that's fine. Or I'll just jump in the water and you won't be able to get anything from me. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna try and escape these guys in the water. Little do they know, as long as I don't drown, I should be able to get myself out of this cold. See how as I'm talking about it, I get attacked by a bunch of guys. So I really need to craft a campfire. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive a minute here. I'm at negative 10 degrees. Come on, get to 0. Just get to 0 and I'm good to go. This is close cutting it. See, that's the kind of stuff that happens to me when I'm prepping. I get attacked by like 2 random people. I mean, I do the same thing to nakeds. I kill them, I murder them, I take their gear because most nakeds, look, I have gear on me. Like, this could be advantageous to them. 1,500 wood. Instead of hitting a tree for 1,500 wood, they could just murder me for 1,500 wood. You know what I mean? So, I don't blame them for it. It just sucks. And I just call them assholes to call them assholes because I'm an asshole myself. I would do the same thing, but... Alright, so I just saw him light up a torch. So I'm gonna just jog away from the road. Hopefully, that's an English word. Hopefully they don't chase me. The server is very populated right now. I didn't check their names per se, so I don't know if that's the guy in the bottom left corner, Dingo, whatever, is actually one of them. I'm just going to keep running until I'm in a position where I can actually put a campfire down and just chill out for a minute. We can't cross a river. Can't cross a river, but we have a fire now, and I'm just going to take a chance right now. Light this fire. We can always jump into the water again if we absolutely needed to. Let's go ahead and just throw some food in the fire while we're at it, too. Get some of that health back. And I'm the same way with nakeds, too. Ooh, dear. I won't go out of my way to murder a naked. Like, I definitely wouldn't have chased me into the water. Yo, deer. Stop running so fast. Get stuck or lag or something so I can catch up to you. No, not into the river. Not into the river. Oh, I got wet again. Go to the fire. Some of this meat's got to be cooked, right? There we go. We get a little bit more health back now that we have some food to lose. I'm going to make my tool cupboard while I'm sitting here. Because that takes a while. Got to make use of your time. That's enough wood in there. So this will be my run spot, right by the river and at this little rock. So if I need to run away, I'll dip into the water and I'll come back to this rock. I need more food to get some more health back. There we go. In case you're wondering how health comes back through comfort, you actually need food in your stomach. I believe you lose food quicker when you're regaining health, as you can see in the bottom right. So the more food that you eat, you do get a little bit more for actually eating the food. And at the same time, you also get more back if you're full by a fire. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And I'm trying to avoid conflict as much as possible. Should actually get up to close to 100 health very soon. I think I'm kind of pushing my luck here, so I'm going to turn this off. Just take this stuff with me. I don't want to push my luck and leave that fire on at night. It sticks out like a sore thumb across the whole map, so we do not want to do that. Tool cupboard should be done any minute now. Let's get back to our little rock that we've claimed. Maybe they found it and griefed it for all I know, but it wasn't too much wood put into it. Seems like there's an airdrop heading in. Most people will actually be heading towards that now if they're fully geared, so this is a advantageous time to jump ahead and start hitting a few trees. And if it lands right next to me, it's not a bad idea to slap down a sleeping bag if I could ever get to that point. It really does suck that I can't. I actually should probably just loot the rad town instead of getting a bow and arrow. I should just go straight for the sleeping bag, put that in my base, and start running the rad town, because I could get a bow and arrow inside the rad town, which is going to skip 50 cloth that I need to find. I just heard something. I'm going to stop hitting the tree and go put the tool cupboard in my base. Maybe upgrade some of my walls, put down a door. Seems like there's a fire in that base right there too, so that base could be active, or they just left their furnaces on when they logged off. This is not a modded server like the last one that you've seen videos on. Usually we get raided on the vanilla servers, and then there's only like 2 or 3 days before reset. And then that's when we go onto a modded server and just build really fast and just try to get some quick action videos. But I like playing on a vanilla servers because not everybody and their mother has C4 like on modded servers. I built like a fully like armored base on a modded server. You had to go through like 3 to 4 armored walls. I mean, the base didn't take me long to build or anything, which is usually the longer it takes to build something, the longer it takes to break into usually. And it took them a bunch of C4 to break in, but they thought it was a good idea to break in. So they did. And we lost everything. They went through like 5 metal walls to get to our gear. Or not metal, armored. And I was just like, did you really need to use that much C4 on us? I really don't know why they would. We really didn't have much gear. We had used all our gear on our walls. We had some guns and ammo and stuff, but it was nothing nuts. But I guess you don't know that until you actually blow into someone's base, so. Let's go find an animal, get a sleeping bag down, and start running that rad town. I did just show you the rad town right over there. It's got a couple lights inside it, too. Ooh, do I challenge a wolf? I challenge you, wolf, to a duel! Let's get wrecked, wolf. Alright, I'm bleeding a little bit, but that's fine. I needed its cloth. Ooh, that was pretty clutch for cloth, actually. Let's go ahead and craft up a sleeping bag. Actually, I need a little bit of wood, huh? Put that in our base and let's run a rad town. Should probably get a fire inside our house as well, and a door and a lock before we start running rad town. That way, at least we're relatively safe. We do have the wood thing now, so if we do break the stairs, our base is safe. Nobody's going to be able to get up there by building. That's why wood cupboards are a good and a bad thing. And like I said, I want to discuss with you guys a little bit about what I don't like about Rust, and you guys can share your opinions in the comments as well. Just don't be a dick about your opinions. Don't say Legacy was a million times better. This sucks. I actually prefer this game now over Legacy due to, 1, performance, and 2, how beautiful it looks. But I don't know if I'm a fan of the tool cupboard thing. The tool cupboard was not exactly... It makes sense, but at the same time, I feel like what the tool cupboard should do is not have an area of effect. It shouldn't have this spherical kind of bubble that blocks all building for someone in that area. I think anything connected to the foundation in which the tool cupboard originally lays on. So if it's a 2x2 and the cupboard lays on one of those foundations, all the walls, ceilings, everything that's connected to it are now owned by you. So kind of like how Legacy had the mod where you couldn't build on other people's buildings. So if they were to do that, that way people couldn't just build a foundation off of your foundation, build up, and C4 in. It would prevent that. And it would go back to kind of like building those pillar towers that they used to have in the old game that made it so it was harder to raid. Like if you could put a foundation here, yes, they could raid my base. But if I put a foundation there and put a wall around my base, it would prevent someone from towering in. They would have to blow in. I don't know if I like the area effect thing because it makes it way too difficult for anybody to get into your base, even if you do have the means to do so. If you do something like building on top of a rock that requires building to get up to. There's multiple base designs that I could even show you guys that are virtually impenetrable unless you're a cheater or you throw C4 up onto the floors above and get lucky and take out their wood cupboard, and then from there you can blow up their gear from underneath and then the shit falls down. But it's virtually indestructible, and if you could armor everything, it's pretty much not even worth raiding. If you just go ahead and you remove this door, put a wall there, and put floors up here, put your door up here, and have it so you have to build a staircase to get into your base, what are they going to do? You're not going to put any gear on the bottom floor. You're not going to put any gear on the top floors, or your gear is going to be all the way on the top floor. You're not going to put any gear on lower floors, and then nobody can do anything about it. Unless, like I said, you can actually throw C4 in this game, so you'll be able to throw it up as high as you possibly can. But once you reach that point, you're not going to get anybody's gear inside that base. So I don't know if I like the tool cupboard thing. That was one thing I kind of wanted to talk about. Maybe they do have plans for it, and it's not what they finally want, like finalized in the game. It's probably... I wouldn't think they would want to keep it like this. Doesn't seem exactly perfect. Let's go ahead and just make a... We actually worked through the night, which is really cool. Let's do a little wood storage bin. This could be an extra long episode. This could be 2 solo episodes. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. We'll see how long and how lucky we get with Radtown. I don't want to gather a shit ton on camera. I just wanted to get done, pretty much show you guys how I prep. Like, right now, getting people onto the server and putting sleeping bags down and getting them spawn here, giving them bows and arrows, would actually be a point where I wouldn't mind recording. It's just turning daytime. I have a base that's relatively hard for someone to just run up and take. It's not hard for someone... it's not hard for someone to exactly run up and C4 it, but it's a difficult base to just have some idiot run up and be like, I'm just going to smack your wall twice and I'm going to break in and steal all your shit. At least it's something that's decent, and that will actually defend me for a little while. Alright, so we got the lock. Let's go ahead and do that. We can easily remove the lock and put on other things later. Are you going to go ahead and not give me the key yet? There's actually a thing where you're crafting another item. It's not going to give you the key until it's done crafting. So once this is done crafting, it'll give me a key. So if you've ever been curious about that, and you're crafting like 4 guns or something, you're probably just like locked in your base until those 4 guns are done crafting. Kind of sucks, but it makes sense. Little wood storage bin that I'm going to throw my wood and my shit in. There's my key. What I'm actually going to do is really stupid, but I'm going to leave my door unlocked with the key in the bin. Because I don't want to die in Radtown with the key and then have someone find it and be like, oh, look, a key. I don't need sulfur right now. I'm going to keep the metal. Animal fat's pretty important. And the tools are very important. Actually, animal fat's not as important right now because we can't really get a furnace going anyway because we don't have enough cloth. Actually, we do have enough cloth for that. Screw the metal ore, we can get a lot more of that later. Screw the stone, we can get a lot more of that later. I'd rather keep my tools, to be fully honest. Which means maybe I should just make another wood storage bin, to be honest. I don't want to leave anything behind. And then we're just going to run to Radtown and hope to God that we get a really just random barrel that's just like, here, have an AK blueprint. And I'm just like, I'll take it. Sure, why not? Not complaining. Or even anything like a large wood storage bin. You guys can probably look at this and see how I don't have pretty much anything. This is the only gun that we can craft right now. And we don't even have the crafting recipe for the ammos for that gun. So, can't really do much. So this is why I'm doing this little Radtown prep. And building by the Radtown's really cool too, because we can run in together every once in a while. There we go. This way I don't have to leave anything behind. Besides food, because who cares about that little raw meat? That little itty bitty raw meat. Okay, so here we go. This is the attempt 1 of Radtown. I'm just going to leave the stairs there, because fuck it, right? I'm leaving the door unlocked. Actually, I left my key in there. Fuck it, right? I did want to leave my key in there. I shouldn't have left it unlocked, though, because I'm going to die. And then I can just grab the key and run my way out. That wasn't exactly smart. I didn't think that through all the way. Sometimes I don't think things through. Oh, wow. This is a pretty cool Radtown. You have to cross a river to get into it. That's a rock you can't get on top. That sucked. I thought I could get on top of the rock and, like, skip a little bit of the cold. That is a really buggy river. Air conditioner. Can't grab anything out of that. Dead naked. Hello. Random car. Random barrel. I'm gonna start slowly dying here. 12 gauge buckshot. That was the most lucky thing that could have happened to me. I just got the crafting for the buckshot. So now I can actually create buckshot for that shotgun. Ooh, these are the good boxes right here. Nice boots. Alright. Oh, another tool cupboard. Not bad. I don't know why they added cars. I haven't seen a Radtown like this, to be completely honest. It's kind of cool, though. Another barrel to break. We are going to die of rad poisoning. But what I'm going to do, quickly grab that. Run, 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 run. We got a red jacket, and we got, like, medical stuff. So what I'm going to do is run over here. This turned into water randomly. Oh, God. I didn't see that coming. And we're going to go right underneath this arch. Right next to the arch. There we go. We can just press F1. Type kill. And what we do is I respawn at my sleeping bag. And this is how you do a Radtown run. I'm here now. I'm going to grab my key. I'm going to lock the door. Whoops. I'm going to close the door. We're going to go to the common position where I knew where I died, right at the edge of that onyx rock. Grab all that shit and run home. And now I have a jacket, some boots, a blue shirt, and a few other things, so that's really, really cool. And that's pretty much it for this solo episode. I just wanted to show you guys kind of how I prep for videos and how things come out and how things work out sometimes, and how some things just fail. Like, usually I die when those two guys show up and start attacking me. Usually I don't. I don't really know. It happens. Sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes I don't. Little medical syringe to start off our day. Not a bad thing. I actually keep the rocks. The reason why I keep rocks is because I can break the barrels with the rocks. They don't go as fast, but at least I'm not breaking my tools on the barrels. At least I'm wasting a rock, which is something you spawn with. So I'm just going to hop back in my base, probably do a little bit of gathering, build it up a little bit more, And then I will see you guys in some multiplayer later this week or tomorrow. Not really sure what's happening. Adios.